What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today we are installing our turn signals from Sportster Garage on our Harley 48. So I already did one side of the bike. I just wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing, and then I wanted to basically show you guys what I did to, why is that sticky? I just wanted to show you guys what I did to install it and try to make it look as clean as possible. So first things first, we got to take off the stock turn signal. All there is a bolt in the back, the light. So now that we got our light off, there are these little tabs right over here on the sides for the lens. We're just going to use a flat head and just pop it right off. If you're going to be reusing these, I suggest using like a microfiber tire or something to prevent the actual lid from scratching. So there's two ways you could do this. You could simply cut this, just cut the line right over here, or you could try to, what I like to do is pop this out and keep as much electrical wire that I can. So we're taking the bulb off, and since I don't really care for these, I'm just going to probably scratch it using a flat head, popping off the lens. There we go. So now, a little hard to see, but we can actually see the wires on the inside once you pull it out. So I'm going to grab some wire cutters and simply just start cutting all of them. So now that we have our wires cut and free, we have a blue one that is your running lights during the daytime, the purple, which is your turn signal, and the black, which is your ground. So in our case, we got the Sportster Garage turn signals that go flush mounted just underneath the levers, and they only come with a straight turn signal and a ground. So in this case, we will only need to strip the black and the purple. Now we grab our wire cutters. All right, just like that. So what I like to do at this moment is grab a little bit of heat shrink wires right over here. I'm going to cut just a little bit. Now that's cut. Now I got two of them right over here. I'm going to slip them inside one side and inside the other. Also, what I'm going to do so I did the other side with a fan on, and that helps a lot because it's, I don't know, 95 degrees. So now I'm going to grab some bigger heat shrinks, and I'm going to kind of just put them through. I'm trying to do this as clean as looking as possible. I only have so many of these. I should have bought more, to be honest, but we're going to work with what we got. I don't know if this side's going to work. Putting all these through is going to work. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna grab our black wire and we're gonna run it with our ground, get it nice and twisted, and then we're gonna grab our yellow. So I feel like I need a little bit more yellow, but maybe not. So now that our connections are made, we're gonna test this out. There we go. We have a working turn signal. So what we can now do is grab our little heat shrink and just kind of cover it on both sides, left and right, and we're just going to heat this up. All right, and then we're gonna grab, it's nice and hot. We're gonna grab our other one. The big part, we're gonna bring it in. There's two of them. And the goal is just to be able to cover it. And try to cover as much as we can of the yellow line. So we only have a little bit to cover with just electrical tape. All right, guys. And that's it on that one. So now we're going to use a T40 and we're going to loosen it up from the top. Let's see how well you can see it here. We're going to loosen it up from the top. And what this is going to do is it's going to remove the turn, it's going to remove the mirrors. So you got your little washer. Take that off. Is you want to grab your light, bring it in like so. I first like to start threading it and then I'll adjust the mirror as I need to. So that's pretty much the install right over here. We just put it through, of course, in the mirror, and that's how they look flush. Last thing that we need to do is grab all of our extra wire. And now you can kind of see why I used heat shrink to try to kind of match what this one looks like, make it look as clean as possible. And then you only have a little bit of yellow and black here showing, which we can get with some tape. But the last thing to do is to clean this up and run it through right up here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take these little clips off and run it through, and then we'll probably zip tie that or put a little bit of tape. But I'll show you what I'll do. All right, guys, so this is what I did. I loosened it out and was able to just kind of put some tape over that little section. It looks all right, could look a little cleaner. I would have preferred if I had some of the extra wrap because it'll look much nicer. But for now, that'll work. Just to try to hide any wiring, and this is what it looks like. I'll go ahead and put the hazards on. It looks super clean in my opinion. It really just makes the bike look modern. classy, sporty, you could say. But wrong one. Super stoked. I'm very happy with the product. I will go ahead and link it down in the description below. It is from Sportster Garage. They're about $160, I believe, something like that. The company is from Germany, so you could, fully expect it to take like 2 to 3 weeks or so for them to come in. But got the bike apart a little bit, doing some extra work. I installed a license plate in here, in the back, and I'm in the process of removing the other one that moves. But anyways, thanks for checking this video out. Super simple, super quick. I honestly thought it was going to be a difficult process, but it was pretty simple once I figured out which wire goes to what. And thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you on the next mod, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.